Hey guys, this is Tom Dowse, and welcome to the week 2 update of my 1 year challenge of getting up at 5 a.m. So once again, this is just a casual video of me talking about my experience. And throughout week 2, what I found was that because I set up this challenge, I sort of began this challenge with an intuition that if I posted this across the weeks and months over the year, it would help me sort of build up an audience and attract like-minded people who are interested in my journey and what I have to say, basically. But the thing is, this week, the excitement around that sort of mission and reason behind this series, it sort of lost its spark for me about halfway through this week. Now, when I say lost its spark, I'm basically talking about when I heard the 5 a.m. alarm go off on Wednesday and Thursday morning, and my mind and body just started to rebel on the whole habit-forming process, and it didn't seem that zestful and exciting of a opportunity anymore, as in for me to get out of bed. And so I just felt that there was a couple of days where it was just a little bit of a slow start for me to get out and get going and to keep going upon this journey, because it's just a strange thing to put yourself out there in front of people and you don't know what people are thinking or saying about you, and you've been cultivating up this identity for months and months, and you know you have value to offer, but you're still figuring out exactly the right way to channel it and to sort of come into this new authentic version of yourself, a part of which is in the public sphere and a part of which is claiming to be able to offer value for others. And I do believe that about myself. I do believe this is the right step for me, that this challenge and new habit is right for me. But your faith and your intuition and your persistence is just tested in any change you make. And I guess that's what I kind of experienced this week when I put up these videos, and I didn't know what to expect. And then I realized that, I am committing to this, but I'm tired and I've got a full-time job to go to, and these videos, are they even helping anyone? Those were sort of some of these thoughts that I had to reel in and to break free from this week. Of course, that's a challenge. It's a challenge to control your thoughts when you're not feeling as yourself, as your positive viewpoint of the world sort of leaves you momentarily. But as for the habit itself, it once I got up out of bed, it still continued for me. And it has been effective. It has really helped me improve my productivity. And it is slowly feeding into building up my new identity, self-image, which is fantastic. But it's just early days. And those early days, there's nothing other than faith and persistence that are demanded of you to follow through. Otherwise, you'll just give up. And that's what many people do when they make changes, is that when the initial shine sort of fades into the background and an element of darkness returns, it's up to you to reignite that flame. And that's why you have to have a greater vision for why you're doing anything in life. You have to reconnect to that image. And you can't rely on constant willpower and motivation. You have to stir that within yourself all the time. That's why I find myself, I'm just constantly immersing myself in all the kinds of material that emotionally resonate with me and the person, and I want to become the life I want to live. So, I don't want this to make you think that I've become a pessimist overnight and that the whole of this challenge is thrown out the window. Far from it. But think I just want to be a bit more authentic with you, because, you know, there's no such thing as a perfect human being, ever. And it's important to just be real, to know that there is an element of backlash and resistance and struggle when making any change, and waking up at 5 a.m. is no different. Now, as far as the planning, well, when I actually said those statements in the last episode, such as I want to make a weekly plan, I want to use my productive mornings more efficiently and strategically, I actually said that on a Wednesday night. So that was halfway through week 2. As I said, I'm playing catch up, trying to film these videos to get back on week by week schedule across the whole year. But I hadn't actually implemented that. So this is Sunday of week 2 on time, and this will be the day that I actually set out specific intentions to see if that helps me utilize that time more effectively and achieve more tangible results that are going towards my vision and my goals. So that'll be the key focus of this week. And also just focusing on the bigger picture and why my intuition spoke to me when I first set upon this challenge, when I got that inspirational spark. I'm sure you've had that feeling before. You have to follow it. And this next week is all about persistence and drilling in this habit so it starts to become more of a natural way of life for me. And I know it's really crucial, you know, when you're forming a habit in the first 21, 30, 60, 90 days, depending on, you know, when your mind starts to neurologically rewire itself towards these new habits, and everyone's different. It's crucial that you just focus on making sure you follow through and not trying to fix something else in your life or work on some other life improvement too quickly. Otherwise you find that the whole house of cards comes crashing down. Anyway, this is just an honest voicing of my experience waking up, coupled with sort of sharing and coming out in public in this challenge. Sort of the emotional turbulence that's involved for me so far. So I hope you enjoy this, and stay tuned for more videos. I've got some much more positive, life-changing videos to come.